be more conscientious of it's a close game.
I wouldn't
Was
say,
that a foul?
Dude, I'm not even tripping about it. Like, don't even review it. Like, I don't mind the one challenge from the coaches. I don't mind that because you don't want to slow down the pace. It's exactly to your point.
Right.
You don't slow down the pace. But what I'm losing my mind over is like, why is it a neutral ball now at this point?
No, I don't get that either.
That doesn't make sense.
No.
You're taking away from the team that had possession because you fucked up.
Right.
Like that's like that was not on the Mavs at all. You fucked up on the call, so now the Mavs are having to suffer with a tip ball.
Right.
It makes no sense.
It doesn't make any sense. But speaking of not suffering, to change that tone just a little bit, the Mavs look pretty damn good.
Yeah, they do.
They've looked real good. Luka looks good. We've talked a lot. Go ahead, Joe. Tell us your feelings about the Dallas Mavericks. Mavs fans for life.
So I feel
is this the hot or not?
No, not yet.
Oh, damn it.
I feel like the best way I can feel about being a Mavs fan right now is in Game 1 when Porzingis threw back that alley-oop and Luka's walking away just laughing his ass off. That feeling of pure joy that it is expressed on his face, that's kind of how I feel. And I know we're in 3 games in, there's a lot of season left to play.
Sure.
But it just feels nice to be okay, at least. Do I think we're going to get smashed by the Clippers and maybe the Lakers? Yeah.
I mean, we find out Friday. We play the Lakers Friday.
Good.
Ooh, I cannot wait till that game.
Oh, yeah, I'm watching the shit.
Dude.
We all going to watch that game together?
Sure.
We can, yeah.
I'm working Friday.
We haven't watched a game all together yet.
I'm working Friday.
Because I had strep.
You'll be there.
Yeah.
Convince them to let you work back bar. And me and Anthony will be the only people sitting back there. And
all right.
We'll just
You'll run a whole $20 in ticket sales.
Yeah, for real.
I'll tip you like $1, a drink.
Yeah.
Cool.
Drink.
You're right, though. It is nice that the
Good
Mavs,
amount.
even if the Mavs end up not making the playoffs, it's very clear through 3 games, they're going to be fun to watch. Luka is incredible. The lob that he threw last night that was somehow a lob lead pass, I've not seen that before.
Also, Seth Curry.
I'm a big fan of Seth Curry right now.
I'm very, very disappointed in Jalen.
Brunson? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I was really wanting to see him step... I said this on the podcast before. I really wanted to see him step up in the offseason.
Yeah.
Like, get your game right, step up. Like, be that J.J. Barea type guy.
That also being said, there's a lot of ball left to play.
There's a lot of ball left to play.
You're right.
There's a lot of ball left to play.
But I'm not... In the first 3 games, I am not seeing a difference in his play style than last year.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not at all. I'm not either, but I'm being optimistic.
And he's not adding what Seth's adding. As Seth is adding this, like, I want the ball in the clutch. Like, I'm going to take some pressure off Luka. Also, a damn good defender. I mean, an adequate defender.
Yes.
He's looked very good on defense. He's complimenting them nicely.
With this is the best I've felt overall about sports in a long time. I've got the Mavs. Got Baylor 7-0.
Keep avoiding.
I'm not going to talk about the NFL. Man, the Buccaneers suck.
My biggest issue with the Mavs, and we talked about this off stream and off the podcast, perimeter defense, dude. Jesus,
We're so bad. We're so bad at it, and that's
So
why we're playing
bad.
teams like.
And what's so weird
the
about
Warriors is still going to kill us.
You know what's so weird about it though? Carlisle's coaching style
is
defense.
Yep.
Right? How the fuck are we so bad at defense? Like, and he's trying to morph his coaching like style, you know, with like he's trying to morph with the league. He's not dumb. There's a reason why we've had him for so long. Our defense is atrocious.
It's bad. I mean, it's Porzingis and that's it.
Who was the coach before Carlisle?
Avery Johnson.
Thank you. Yeah. I've been trying to think of that for days, and I refuse to use my pocket computer.
Who's coaching at Alabama now?
Yep.
And they're good.
I mean, he wasn't a bad coach.
No. Some coaches
He's
just
not bad at all.
Some coaches just sometimes it's just time to move on.
You run your course and you realize that nothing's going to happen.
He couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah. It just happens.
He got over. Oh yeah.
Because then he did commentating for a while, and then
yep,
and he was good at that too.
Yep.
Yeah, and there
Avery Johnson.
Yeah, it was
weird voice.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's Bama Jeff right there.
Oh my god,
he'll appreciate it.
He does have a weird voice.
Does he listen to this?
I'm going to tell him to now.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while.
No,
all right,
let's move around a little bit more besides the Mavericks. Rookies are balling. I want to point that out. I told you guys earlier.
Yeah.
I have been very impressed with Kobe White.
Zion's killing it right now.
Nerd. That's not appropriate.
Can I smoke in here?
Huh?
Can I smoke in here?
No.
Can I smoke in here?
No. I've been very impressed.
Can we smoke in here?
No. I've been impressed with Kobe White. I've enjoyed his game quite a bit. I have also enjoying that one. That would be fine. The hookah would be fine. It's not cigarettes. RJ Barrett's been playing well. RJ Barrett's been playing very, very well. And Ja Morant is good.
Ja, baby.
So I read something really interesting earlier today. The thing with Ja Morant, the thing with Ja Morant is going to be he is going to look foolish and also incredible at the same time because he's a big play guy. But I mean, we saw last night, dude hit a game tying layup and then played pitcher perfect defense, swatting Kyrie.
Okay. I want to pose a question to both of you because I've been asking a couple of people this, and I intentionally did not ask both of you this off of the podcast because I wanted your legit opinions. Okay.
No. Ooh. Okay.
Take the injury out from Zion.
Yeah.
Okay. Take it out.
It's taken out.
If you are drafting number 1 overall in this past draft class, would you take Zion or would you take Ja? Because I'm telling you right now, I would have taken Morant.
Luka Doncic.
I would have taken Morant hands down.
I still would have taken Zion.
Man.
No, I would not have.
I would have taken Zion based on. It's the same thing with when I was talking about Ben Simmons, man. Like I know Zion, Zion didn't have really the injury issues he had in Duke were not ones that we really worried about.
No,
you mean like blowing out his shoe?
Take out the injury.
No. I'm not. I'm taking this
I'm
injury.
not tripping about that.
I'm taking this injury away,
Just
right?
based on game.
I'm saying
he's talking historic injuries.
I'm sitting here thinking about what he did at Duke, where he was so unbelievably dominant at Duke. Dude is huge. He's got some mobility. He's got this generational talent that just doesn't come around that much. And what you do, it's the same thing as Greg Oden. Yeah, Greg Oden was a bust.
Do you not think that Morant has a generational talent, though? Because I do. I do. I think
it's hard in a league where there's not that many big men. Though.
No, but it's also hard. It's hard coming out. We haven't seen a player dominate
college
all of the media in college basketball the way that Zion did ever. So it's hard to think about anybody else getting drafted.
He was hyped from AAU days.
But you got to think about that as the Pelicans, man. You want people to watch your games. You have the opportunity to have Zion and Lonzo there to get the media there, get your games on TV. This shit matters as an owner, though.
So for me, yeah, I mean, it generates a lot of money.
It's generating a lot. They've been on ESPN twice already.
So as the question of, you're the GM, do you draft Zion or Ja?
Right.
Me personally,
GM of the Pelicans.
Y'all have heard all of the shit I've had to say about Zion. I knew he was going to get injured, I had
a feeling.
I called it. Like I have had my qualms with this and think that he's overhyped in the sense of like he is very, very good. Mm-hmm. He's incredibly athletic, but his hype going into the lead and his ability to have longevity. So I probably would have taken your guy, Ja, baby.
Are you saying Jar Jar Binks? Like what the fuck?
Yeah, I would take Jar Jar Binks over Zion.
No one takes him.
Yeah, I would take Ja because, well, okay, damn.
But
I would personally take Ja, but as the GM, when you're the Pelicans and you have the first round pick, if you don't take Zion, you probably don't have a job later.
Yes, exactly.
So like you're almost strong-armed into taking Zion.
Right.
Because of the hype, the amount of money he'll bring in, like all of that stuff, you're almost forced to take Zion.
And what if he does work out? What if he is the next?
I would prefer to take Ja, but you have to take Zion.
We could have had this
this
conversation about fucking Joel Embiid before too.
Especially when you're the Pelicans. Like if you were a team that was established and doing well, you don't fucking need Zion.
So is this more of like a situation to where like if you're the GM of the Pelicans, like your hands are tied, you don't have a choice but to take Zion?
Sometimes it's that way.
Yeah, like word.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
That's kind of what I think.
Yeah, because like at this point, like if they don't take Zion, they have Ja Morant. I can kind of see from like the standpoint of like the trade that they just made, beforehand with shipping out AD and getting all those guards.
Let's also remember you got
Why
Brandon.
would you want another guard?
Why would you?
Right.
Why would you
don't
want?
need one. You just signed up on Lonzo, and you just signed up on
and
all
you
these
got
fucking
Brandon
dudes.
Ingram, who's fucking like you didn't know he was going.
Brandon Ingram is fucking good.
Yeah, because
he's
I guess
good.
I guess if you're thinking about it specifically from the Pelican situation, what do you need when you have that team? You need a big man.
You need a big man because you
Right.
got.
So you're
I mean,
going to
you
take
got
Zion.
lost one.
You're
Yeah.
going to take Zion.
You're going to this,
and Boogie.
Yeah,
the
you
year
lost.
before.
Yeah.
This
You're
team
taking
is
Zion.
this
Fair,
team
fair.
at some point this year. This team is going to start. They're going to start Drew Holiday, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, and Zion Williamson. And I don't know who their four would be. Well, Zion would. I don't know who their five will be. That lineup is nasty.
sick.
Other than right now where they're getting blown out by the Warriors. The Warriors are apparently coming back right now. They've only lost by single digits in 3 games, and they have had.
Well, to be fair, the Pelicans are trying to find
Pelicans are going to be
Pelicans
really
are trying to find their stride right now.
Right.
They,
And
they played well in the first 3
Right.
games. Like if they're getting blown out by the Warriors, word. Like I ain't tripping about that.
Right.
Like everybody has a bad game. Like my whole thing is that like I think the Pelicans. Like okay, let me ask you this right now from both of you.
Okay. Wait.
He did it.
Go for it.
Pelicans or Warriors this year? Who has the higher seed?
with Zion healthy.
With Zion healthy, like
Pelicans.
he's going to come back
Pelicans.
based on right now,
Based on right now, because
and the fact that Clay's not coming back this season.
it should not be this hard of a question, but
It is.
it shouldn't be. It's crazy. But Zion, let's assume that Brandon Ingram is playing this well. Let's assume Drew Holiday comes back and plays like he can. Let's assume Zion comes back and plays how he can. There's no way that team is not better than Warriors. There just isn't, to me. I don't give a damn.
Warriors.
And you should take that. Conventional wisdom should say that based on Steph being great, Draymond being a good defender.
It's not even that. They're all young. Pelicans are so young.
They're so young.
So they might be seeded higher, but if they both make it, Warriors are going farther. They have the experience. They have that playoff mentality. They've been there fucking before.
What I'm asking is, who has the higher seed going into the playoffs?
I'm still going to go Warriors.
Okay.
Because it's all
Oh,
those
going
things
into the playoffs? I thought you said ceiling. Oh, Pelicans aren't making the playoffs. That division's terrible for them.
yeah.
They got to play
word.
You have to deal
3-6
with the
teams.
Mavs,
Yeah.
the Spurs,
Yeah, that's fair.
the
Although
Grizzlies,
you-
which the Grizzlies aren't good, but they always beat people
They're so
up.
weird, yeah.
They always It's like the Clippers the year that they should have won the finals.
Yep.
The only reason they lost is because they played the Grizzlies in a 6 or 7
Yeah.
game series, and they came out with like Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, both being like injured. Like the Grizzlies have not been
Scrappy
good
as fuck,
for a
dude.
long time, but they fucking beat you up.
Yeah, they're scrappy.
That's what they do.
Yeah, fuck.
It's Memphis basketball. Here, man, it is. It's crazy what the Warriors are right now. Let's touch on the Warriors real quick, then we'll get into the last 2 segments.
All right.
So Charles Barkley said the other day while Clay was on there, Clay was saying, I'm coming back next year. We got 5 to 7 years to win another ring, which, by the way, is a stupid comment. Nobody's window is that fucking big. Nobody's
think
window
it
is
is.
that big. I don't.
For them.
I don't think it is at all for them.
Well, the only person who
Trust the GM.
just
He got
He's
everybody
just
else.
trusting the GM. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
why not?
well, the
why
only
not?
person, the only
You know
person
what I'm
whose
saying?
longevity might not last 5 to 7 years.
Steph.
Clay's.
Yeah.
Steph could. When was Steph injured?
Yeah. So
Se-
here's
ankles.
the question, right?
Fair.
It's
Okay.
been bad since college.
Here's the question, right? And it is too early to panic all the way on the Warriors. I don't think the Warriors are making the playoffs. I was really thinking they would, and then I didn't really think about the fact that they do have 8 games against the fucking Clippers and the Lakers. That's a lot to deal with. The West is pretty stacked. There's a lot of teams that they're just not going to match up well with. It's nothing against Steph as much as I'd love to say it is, although he is playing like trash. But he's got to figure it out. Unfortunately for Steph, the problem with him, for me, is D'Angelo Russell got at it, and D'Angelo Russell should... He's not what Steph needs on the off guard.
See,
Is it too early to freak out about the Warriors? Are either of y'all even closely wavered to thinking maybe they're just not very good?
in the same way that I am very excited about the Mavericks, and I said we're only 3 games in.
Right.
It's the same thing with the Warriors.
Right.
We are only
Same.
3 games in.